Hi, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, and this is my very first attempt to try to get around the moon. This is being done in career mode, so I'm only using parts that I've just recently unlocked. I've got a tri-coupler that I've just unlocked, so I've decided to put a whole bunch of the small solid fuel boosters together as my kind of lift-off stages. So I got 3 stages of 3 boosters, as you can see over here. Hopefully, yeah, I've tested this out once and it takes me above 10,000 kilometers, so that's great. So above the solid fuel boosters, I've got 2 stages of T800 fuel tanks, so that's like the small, well, the largest of the thin fuel tanks. And finally, I have a stage with a T400 or the smaller fuel tanks for that final stage. In my previous attempt at this, I ran out of fuel trying to get to the moon, but hopefully with a little bit of changes, I should have enough fuel this time around. So I'm just going into a 45 degrees angle towards the east to try to get myself above the gravity line of 70,000 kilometers. And as I get past 70,000, the music changes. I'm no longer in gravity, and I start to tilt the ship into a horizontal position, kind of perpendicular to the planet. That's Bill Kerman in the corner, freaking out. I have no idea why he's freaking out. I've got everything under control. Also, here you see me trying to establish an orbit around Kerbin. I learned to do this in a Scott Manley video, just to establish an orbit. It's a bit of a platform to prepare for my launch towards the moon. And you see here, this is where I made my very first mistake. I'm boosting, but I'm looking at the fuel and it seems to be alright. I'm boosting, but it doesn't seem to be... The orbit doesn't seem to be moving towards my maneuver line. I ignored it at the time and started to plot my maneuver, a new maneuver towards the moon. You see where I made my mistake in a bit. So here you can see my very noob mistake as my waypoint comes in for the maneuver. I'm boosting but not getting any result, and I went into my ship view and realized that that particular stage was out of fuel, so I had to ditch that stage to get this going. So that was an exceptionally noob mistake. Being the noob that I am, I have to make quite a few adjustments to get myself on the right track. Well, since this is the first time I've done this, I have no idea how the ship will respond as it gets close to the moon, or rather that virtual representation of where the moon would be when I get there. So I think I am wasting more fuel than is strictly necessary, but I should have brought enough fuel, hopefully. Okay, this bit freaked me out a bit because the lines are just going all over the shop and I have no idea why my line is now half a line. But I think that purple line is where I would travel to if my ship was affected by the gravity of the moon. So I pointed the other end to make sure it landed back on Kerbin. A little extra vehicular activity, EVA, spacewalking, just to collect some data. It's another thing that completely freaked me out. I have no idea why the moon is not where that virtual moon dot is, and yeah, this bit where my like turquoise path line just changes completely. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm near the moon and it's time for some screenshots. Photo op, EVA. More signs, more signs. Oh, hello, Bill. Nope, still not gonna let go. Bill's gonna safely hang on to the ship. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out how to get myself back onto the planet. Oop, no, that's not what I want. Nope, not orbiting the moon. I'm trying to figure out why my line is so short, the blue line is so short, and what the hell all these things mean. What's the purple line? So finally kind of decided to just kind of make my maneuver line vaguely point closer towards the planet and worry about it when I get there. Okay, that kind of worked, so I am kind of moving closer towards Kerbin. More signs, more photo ops, more EVA. Yay, some wonderful photo ops screenshots. At this stage, I still haven't figured out, you know, why the lines are so different now that I'm in the orbit, or rather in the gravitational pull, presumably, of the moon. Yeah, so I'm still playing around with the lines quite a bit to see how I can launch myself back towards Kerbin. So I finally figured out that I had to get to that point which is called the moon escape before that regular maneuver kind of orbit lines comes back. And yeah, now that everything looks a bit more familiar, I start to launch myself back towards Kerbin. Just some more signs for good measure. Well, Bill seems to be pretty happy now. He's no longer freaking out. And this is that last bit of this is the last hairy part. I set my last final maneuver to go back onto the Earth. Initially, I was thinking, yeah, I've got way more fuel than I need. But as I try to get into this orbit, I realized that I've actually got very little fuel left, and I pretty much used up my entire, or I drained out every single one of my tanks just to get myself back at this point. But yeah, I'm quite glad to be back. However, I realized that I'll be landing in the dark. Unfortunately for the viewers, this will all be pitch black from now on. I know it's pitch dark, but I don't care. I'm just happy to be able to get Bill Kerman back to Kerbin. Yay! Re-entry! Oh, stop freaking out, Bill. Yep, the parachute deployed at 500 meters, and we should be heading down fairly soon. Yay, touchdown. Water landing. I'm gonna get the Bill out for an EVA. Yeah, because if Bill separates from the ship, I've got to kind of recover both him and the ship separately. So I'm trying to keep him hanging onto the ship because I've from my previous experience of landing in the water, if I let go of the ship, I'm not gonna be able to climb back on. So I'm trying to like inch him down while trying to get a surface sample here. He told me cheap, but just trying to, yay, surface sample. No, nope. A little bit lower. Yay, surface sample. More signs. Well, thank you for watching. That was my little round trip around the moon. And ooh, 37 signs. All that for 37 signs. That completely sucked.